Imagine for a moment that you could step into someone's mind and leave a lasting impression so deep that they can't stop replaying your words, your presence, your essence. Imagine being unforgettable, not because of what you wore, not because of the way you looked, but because of the way you made them feel. This isn't about manipulation, and it isn't about games. It's about tapping into something that is already within you. The power of language, the power of connection, and the power of emotional resonance. There are 3 simple, powerful words that can turn ordinary conversations into extraordinary bonds. And when you speak them with authenticity, he will think about you non-stop. These aren't just words. They're keys that unlock the human heart and mind in a way that lingers, that leaves a trace, that sparks curiosity and affection long after the moment has passed. Think about it. How many conversations in a day do we all have that vanish into nothing? We scroll, we text, we talk, and then it all dissolves into background noise. But when someone uses words that touch a deeper layer of who we are, we remember them. We replay those moments in our head when we're driving, when we're at work, when we're lying awake at night. That's what you want to create, a memory that refuses to fade. And that's what these 3 words can do. The first word is remember. On the surface, it's so simple, so ordinary, but when you use it with intention, it's powerful beyond measure. To ask someone to remember means you are pulling them into a shared space, a moment in time that belongs only to the 2 of you. When you say, remember that night when we laughed until our sides hurt, or remember when you told me your dream, you are telling him that your connection matters, that the past you've shared isn't just a fleeting moment, it's a story worth carrying forward. People crave significance, and when you invite someone to remember, you give them the gift of reliving a joy, a bond, or an intimacy that makes them feel seen. That memory sticks, and with it you stick too. The second word is imagine. This one isn't about the past, it's about the future. The beauty of imagination is that it creates possibilities, and when you spark someone's imagination, you plant yourself in their vision of what could be. Think about it. When you say, imagine us walking on that beach someday, or imagine how proud you'll feel when you achieve that dream, you're not just painting a picture, you're inviting him to build a world where you are part of his journey, part of his aspiration. You're weaving yourself into the fabric of his hopes. And here's the secret. Our brains don't always distinguish between imagined experiences and real ones. When he imagines with you, he experiences the emotions as if it's already happening, and that ties those emotions directly to you. You become not just part of his present, but part of his envisioned future. The third word is because. It might not sound romantic at first, but this word is magical in its own way. Because gives meaning. It transforms statements into truths that feel unshakable. For example, if you say, I love spending time with you because you make me feel at peace, you're not just giving a compliment, you're providing a reason that resonates deeply. Humans are wired to seek explanations, to anchor feelings in meaning. When you tell someone because, you're connecting the dots for them. You're showing them why they matter, why you notice, why your connection is real. This doesn't just make them feel appreciated, it makes them feel irreplaceable. And when someone feels irreplaceable, trust me, they will not be able to get you out of their mind. So there you have it. Remember, imagine, because. 3 simple words that create extraordinary impact. But here's the real secret. You can't just say them as a trick. They have to come from a place of truth. If you use them as a game, they lose their magic. But when you use them to truly connect, when you mean every word you say, they weave something unforgettable into his heart and mind. Let me show you how this plays out in real life. Picture this. He's having a long day. His energy is drained. His mind is scattered. You send him a message that says, remember when you said you didn't think you could get through that challenge? And then you did. I was so proud of you. Instantly, his mood shifts. He doesn't just remember the event, he remembers how he felt supported, how he felt capable, how you believed in him. And guess what? Now he associates those feelings with you. Later that night, when he's winding down, that moment pops back into his head. And there you are, unshakable, unforgettable. Or let's say you're walking together, and you smile and say, imagine what it'll feel like when we finally take that trip we keep talking about. His mind paints the scene, the laughter, the scenery, the shared joy. In his imagination, you're already there together, and that emotional imprint is powerful. Even if that trip hasn't happened yet, in his mind it has, and you are at the center of. And then perhaps during a quiet conversation, you tell him, I love the way you explain things, because it makes me feel like I can see the world through your eyes. Do you see what happens here? It's no longer just a compliment, it's a deeper connection. You've tied your feelings of appreciation directly to who he is. That's not something he can just brush off. That sticks. That becomes a loop in his mind. The beauty of these 3 words lies not just in what they do for him, but in what they awaken in you. They remind you to notice, to imagine, to give meaning. They turn you into someone who doesn't just pass through life casually, but someone who pays attention, who creates shared visions, who speaks with depth. And when you live and speak like that, you become magnetic, not just to him, but to everyone around you. Now some might wonder, but isn't this manipulative? Isn't this just a way to get into someone's head? The answer is no, because the foundation here is authentic. These words only hold power when they are used with genuine care. Manipulation fades, but truth lingers. When you use these words sincerely, they don't just make him think about you non-stop. They make him value you non-stop. They make him realize that with you, life feels richer, moments feel brighter, and connections feel deeper. So the next time you're with him, test it out. Ask him to remember, invite him to imagine, give him a because. Do it not because you want control, but because you want connection. Watch how his eyes light up, how his energy shifts, how his attention stays with you long after the conversation is over. And here's the final piece I want you to hold close. Never underestimate the power of your voice. Words can heal, words can inspire, words can bind. You have within you the ability to transform ordinary moments into extraordinary ones. Those 3 words are just the beginning. What truly matters is how you use your gift of expression to make someone feel alive, appreciated, and understood. When you do that, you don't just make him think about you, you make him cherish you, long for you, and hold space for you in his heart every single day. So go out there and try it. Use these words, not as tricks but as tools for connection, for meaning, for love. And when you do, you'll realize that being unforgettable isn't about magic. It's about choosing to speak in a way that makes the world stop, even just for a moment, and think of you. And trust me, once he feels it, once he knows it, once he remembers, imagines and believes it, he will think about you non-stop.